Welcome to How Long Does It Take a Dumbass to Beat Portal? Real quick, for anybody who doesn't know what Portal is, it's a puzzle game that came out in 2007 where you use a little blaster to make two colored portals, a blue and orange, and they connect. So you can walk through the portals to solve different puzzles. There's 19 levels in this game, and we're going to see how long it takes me to beat it. You wake up in a little box, and now's the perfect time to do a little read. If you guys are not subscribed, please do. It would mean the world to me. Also like the video and let me know down in the comments what game you'd like to see me play in the future. Enjoy. Just know in this video we will be jumping around a lot because starting off the game, a lot of the first couple puzzles are not very hard and honestly quite uninteresting because we only have the blue portal and the portal gun for the first little bit. So we'll kind of be jumping through it. I probably got through quite a few of the levels. I want to say I probably got through about anywhere from 5 to 10 levels in about half an hour. It's very fast moving. I didn't really struggle with any of them. A lot of them are quite straightforward and simple, so we're just going to keep moving. Jumping around, I mean, we are skipping straight to level 16 because 1 through 15 I did not have any struggle dealing with. It was not difficult, flew right by it, just no help needed, just fly straight through it. Level 16 is where it started to turn a little bit, because level 16's whole premise is about the bots that try to shoot you if you are in their range. So you have to either pick them up and kind of throw them to activate them and make them shoot the wall and miss you, or they gave a couple cubes that you could use to kind of use as like a shield, or just use portals, which I did learn eventually. You can use portals, spawn it above the thing's head, and just drop a box on it. So, not the hardest level puzzle-wise, but it did take me a little bit to figure out. I was probably on this level for about 20 minutes or so, which was probably about a third of the time I spent on the rest of the game up to that point. So it took a while in comparison to everything else. Moving on, level 17 was all about the companion cube. Something that would come back a little bit later, but pretty much just meant taking one singular box and having to use it for about 12 puzzles. A little bit tedious, but not too bad overall, as long as you just make sure you bring the box with you everywhere. This level, again, probably did take a while, just because 16 through 19 was actually the majority of my playthrough. Again, realistically, not the hardest level. They also had a lot of these orbs, which I didn't explain in previous levels. But these orbs, you pretty much have to, they shoot from one area and you have to guide that ball into a separate area, usually to open gates or doors and stuff like that. So, not too bad. This level did take a while though, solely because it was long, tedious, hard to move around, and just honestly kind of annoying. I kind of hated the little orb sections, solely because of how tedious and annoying they were to actually beat. Okay, moving on. Level 18 was probably my favorite level I played throughout this. And also update to the time in this point. We got to level 18 actually slightly faster than I thought. We got to level 18 by about 50 minutes into the playthrough. The entire playthrough, I believe, is about 2.5 hours long. But this level was quite fun. As much as it was very different, this one had a lot more to do with using the portal as proper platforming tool, and then also had a really fun puzzle section to go along with it, which made the level feel a little tedious, but the parkour section was really enjoyable because it really focused on the gravity, the portal mechanics when it comes to gravity and momentum, which is something I haven't explained to this point, but pretty much if you fall into a portal and have a portal on the wall, it makes you go a lot faster. It just kind of keeps the momentum of your falling as you're flying forward out of the portal, so you can get a lot of forward momentum. So a lot of this level was based upon that, which was a very fun idea for it to be. Overall, again, my favorite level by far. There wasn't really any level that I thought was more fun than this, but unfortunately after this was hell. Moving on, we have level 19. As I'm editing this video, I'm looking through it, and just level 19 itself took me over an hour. This entire level, it starts off innocent enough with a couple tight platforming jumps, a couple funny uses for the portal. Everything's fine. Then eventually the AI bot or whatever you've been speaking to through that's been speaking to you through the intercoms this entire game decides to try to kill you. Tries to dunk you in fire. When you don't let that happen, it ensues to, I don't really want to say a giant chase scene, but it's more of like you're just trying to escape while they keep telling you not to. And my God, there is no guidance in that, and I got lost 8 times. Now, would the average person get lost 8 times? Probably not. I did. I got lost 8 times. I got stuck. There was multiple times in this where I spent probably 10 minutes just looking around when all I needed to do was shoot one simple portal 2 feet in front of me. But it took forever. Just to get to the final boss, it probably took me about 40 or 50 minutes to just get there. Just to get through. Pretty simple platforming, nothing that was like challenging to do, but I just couldn't figure it out for the life of me. There's one specific section where you have to use it's a little bot that you use. It's kind of similar to the one that you saw earlier, but it slowly locks onto you, and when it locks onto you, you have a chance to move out of the way, and it shoots. I got stuck in that section for 20 minutes because I couldn't realize that I was supposed to use a mix between the bullets it shot from that and my portals to break a couple glass panes that would get me through to the next section. So yeah, but safe to say I didn't really enjoy level 19 for the most part. And finally, welcome to the boss fight. The final boss of this game, you're fighting the robot that's been teaching you through everything this whole time. The only problem with that, this boss fight is stupid easy for what it is. The entire way of how you kill it, it's a little hard to figure out, don't get me wrong. It took me, I think, 2 or 3 tries of the boss, because it's a timer-based boss, to actually figure out how to damage the boss. But once you figure out how to damage the boss does not take any skill. So what you do is, first of all, every time you hit the boss, it drops like a little eye, or almost like a little piece of the boss. And the whole point is you throw it in a fire pit. But how do you damage the boss, you might be wondering? What type of unique method would they think of for this? You make 2 portals on the wall, and you use the same firing robot that you used to break those glass panes earlier to shoot the boss in the face 3 times, and then that's the end of the game. Don't get me wrong, this game came out a while ago, but I'm still a little underwhelmed by the ending of it. It's just kind of a little upsetting how it ended, and also just kind of how easy the boss was, but I guess the point was the actual puzzle-based stuff before it. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of stuff in this game I probably could have figured out a little bit faster than I did, but that's on me. I chose to play this game from the hours of 2 a.m. to 4:30 a.m., so by the end of it, I was barely alive. I was just kind of like swaying in my chair, just trying to figure out the last couple puzzles. So in total, it took 2 hours and 45 minutes roughly for the playthrough. Could be a little less, could be a little more. Took a while though, mainly because I got lost in the final level and it sucked. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what game you'd like to see me play. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And also, Portal 2 soon.